touch me. You're ugly, just don't touch me. You're ugly, threatening God like I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Where you flexing on IG? People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me. You're ugly, just don't touch me. You're ugly. These women love me, bro. They trying to me. That's the wrong way, me back. Yeah, buddy, if you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a. I'm in the S5 facing comfy, cause I can't name that guy but me, dummy. Tryna to slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You're gonna blow it.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Wright. Breaks the tackle, still going. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they bring him down around the 34. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Let's go now. To throw here on 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Throwing from the gun here. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. Mitchell up the middle. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Completed to Flowers. And that's going to move the chains. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal from inside the 1. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. For the offense, you got... points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Moore with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
60 Eagles.
Airing it out to start this drive. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 31-yard play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. To the air now on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, with out routes or in routes just like that.
2nd and 3 now. From the 36. Hits him on the in route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a 49er 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers break the tie here in the 1st. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running right with Mitchell. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
From the 40 on 2nd down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go. 19.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They put a receiver in motion right. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 24. Escapes the pocket. Finding Flowers. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Following the play, we're going to have to pause as they tend to an injured player. It's Zay Flowers. Wow, an exciting playmaker for this offense who's being looked at. 3rd and just 2 to go. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he drives this forward to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down, and they go right back to him. Punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts at the 3. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Wright running out of the gun. He's got room to roam here. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This
is caught inside the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. Ready up. They're set up at the 35 now. Here we go, set. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
2nd and 3 now. Again, this is Mitchell. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Nothing gained or lost on that run. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his offense in better field position. Close to the 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And the 49ers will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing now, off play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
On the handoff, here's Mitchell. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They go play action here. And the 49ers get there and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. It's the Ravens with 4th down here behind the sticks. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. The Niners have Ricky Pearsall ready to return. He fields it cleanly. And he's brought down before the return gets far. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Getting right back to it after that interception. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Setting up a throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Broken up by a big guy at the line. And now they face 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. From the gun on 3rd down. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And 4th and 4 coming up. Moody knocks it through. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll throw it. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. This finds Mitchell complete. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Gotta figure out this third down here. He's gonna throw this one. He's going deep this time. And that's gonna be knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fields this clean at the 30. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Throwing it to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. Completes this one to Gray. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Here comes the final play of our first half.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
One last play before the break. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
No! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles! Ready?
Now a run with Wright. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, check that, three. Here we go.
They'll run. This is Mitchell. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Connects with Bateman. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Handoff here to Mitchell. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. Searching well behind the line. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on second down. The give now to Mitchell. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here's Mitchell again. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Back now, pressure on its way. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the 49ers!
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Working inside the red zone. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it'll be 2nd down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Cougar 19.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Here's a give for Wright. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Mitchell on the give, headed left. Juke the defender. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
The humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A give to Mitchell, running left. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Bateman hauls it in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches.
Let's go now.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Forced out to his right. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. So we're through. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Come on, set. Buffalo 18.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at them. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Ready, go.
Desperation time here on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
18 left. 18 left. Panther left. Panther left.
Still sticking with the passing game. Cut out left. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Okay, ready.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go, set. 19, 18. Hey, smash, Bronco. Yeah.
Mitchell up the middle. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. On the move, headed right. Catch made by Mitchell. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Mitchell on the carry. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
He's on the move. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
The Ravens going to the dime package on this 3rd down.
Go! 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
He'll look to throw. He lobs it deep middle. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Here we go.
To throw it on 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
60 back. Let's go now.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
This is Mitchell. Has a lane inside the 35. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Back to throw. That throw behind his intended target.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
2nd and 10 now. This one's taken in by Kylan Granson. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Ravens trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Mitchell. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that play, and now it's 4th and goal from the 2. Back to throw, needs the end zone. Chased out to his right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 10.
Ravens 35.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock.
Moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. They'll kneel it down as we get close to just 50 seconds remaining.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
Setting up for the kneel down on third. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL as they're now up to a 3-0 start. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win